We have an update on the trial of the once prominent South Carolina attorney Alex Murdaugh, who's accused of murdering his own wife and son. The court released video of police arriving at the scene of the crime shortly after he called 911. Katie Beck brings us the latest from the courtroom.
This morning, body cam video from the night Paul and Maggie Murdaugh were murdered has been publicly released. The footage seen by the jury earlier in the trial shows a highly emotional Alex Murdaugh sobbing yards away from his murdered wife and son.
They did check him. Yes, sir. It's official that they're dead. It's bad. Check the pulses.
The court also released Alex's second police interview.
It was just so bad. They did it so bad. He's such a good boy, too.
Monday, jurors faced grisly images from the crime scene. A forensic pathologist describing how Paul was shot twice with a shotgun and Maggie 5 times with an AR-style rifle. Alex seen getting emotional as Dr. Ellen Reamer described the trajectory of each bullet entering their bodies.
What happened here was an extremely severe, immediately fatal injury. This is the right side of his head, and it's horrible, I know. And we can see the inside of the skull, but his face was spared.
Meanwhile, the prosecution put forward multiple forensic experts. DNA analyst Rachel Wynn testified the steering wheel of the car Alex has admitted to driving the night of the murders tested positive for blood.
On the steering wheel swab, it was positive, which is a result of blood identified.
Murdaugh says he drove his Chevy Suburban to visit his mother that night and was gone from the house for about an hour and a half before finding the bodies. But the defense argues that blood could have been found if Alex first checked Maggie's body.
And is that consistent with someone who has handled Margaret Murdaugh's deceased body, which is unfortunately covered in blood, and then driving the vehicle?
It's a possibility.
And after extensive testing on the white T-shirt Murdaugh was wearing when he interviewed with investigators, they could not conclusively find any evidence of human blood. The defense also calling into question unidentified DNA.
Male DNA under her fingernails, not from Paul, not from Alex Murdaugh.
The foreign DNA to her, yes, they were excluded as contributors.